So after watching yesterday's episode of Dragon Ball Super, which I enjoyed by the way, I came away with it with a few questions. But the main question I want to ask is, was the story planned to be this way from the beginning? Yo, what's up guys, Dale here, and today I'm here to talk about the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super and what that kind of means for what's going on behind the scenes for Dragon Ball Super. And I mean in terms of the story, you know, the script writing, because it seems quite apparent in this episode that things have changed. And with the announcement of Dragon Ball Super ending, and I know there's this whole debate about is it ending or is it not ending. Either way, I think Dragon Ball the anime, as an anime, is coming back later on, somewhere down the line, because they're not going to stop anytime soon. It makes too much money. Whether it's called Dragon Ball Super or not, I just don't care. All I know is that Dragon Ball as an anime is coming back. But anyway, that's besides the point. With the recent announcement that it's ending in March on episode 132, which is 7 episodes away, you have to wonder, is it being rushed now? And was there a plan to have it, you know, have events plan out a different way? Because spoiler alert if you haven't watched the episode, Gohan gets knocked out in this latest episode, and it feels as though they kind of rushed him out of there, because they kind of set up the whole thing he said to Goku. He said to Goku when they fought in that episode, I forgot the name of that episode, but the episode where he fought Goku after training with Piccolo, just to test out his power. He told Goku he's going to reach an ultimate form, a form in a different way than Goku. You know, something that just breaks his own limit. Well, he didn't say break his own limits, but he said he wants to reach an ultimate form that, you know, in a different way than Goku has. And do you really feel as though that kind of played out in the tournament so far before he got eliminated? In my personal opinion, I don't think so. And it's especially with the fact that he left 17 to go and help Frieza. And you would think that in this tournament anyway, that Gohan would be the one who would probably be stronger than 17. So you would think it would be wiser for him to stay behind and go up against Toppo and have his whole, you know, what he said to Goku play out in that fight itself. And but instead he leaves 17 and goes to help Frieza and gets knocked out in consequence because of that. And I feel as though they did that on purpose in order to get him out of the tournament, because they didn't have enough time, as I said, because they're ending it soon. They didn't have enough time to kind of give Gohan this whole string of episodes that kind of brings to light what he told Goku earlier. I didn't think they had enough time, so they said, you know what? There's 17 who nobody even expected to be this popular, because 17 has been really cool this whole tournament, but he can go at any time and it wouldn't really be bad for anyone. Like, no one would really, I mean, yeah, it would be sad to see 17 go, but it wouldn't be like, oh my god, why did he get knocked out in this situation or something? It's like he's a character that could get knocked out anytime. So, but Gohan is a character, he has a lot of stuff to be built up around him in this tournament. So they were like, we don't have time for that, so let's just get him out of there, and 17 can just go whenever. And then Frieza has a plan somewhere. We can see that he has a plan because he obviously wanted to join 11, but then they denied it, so I don't know what his plan's going to be at this point. But and then you got Goku and Vegeta versus Jiren, and again Jiren is another character. It's like, how much time do they have left to actually build up this character? Because yeah, we know Jiren is strong, but then what else? There's nothing else. So I'm low-key worried about the ending of this series, because it seems that they're gonna rush the ending. It seems that they're just gonna I don't even know what they're gonna do at this point, because Toppo, I mean if you don't watch the previews, again, spoiler, the next the preview for next episode is Toppo transforming, and I don't even know who he's fighting. I think it's 17 who he's fighting against. So I don't know what's gonna happen in that episode, but it seems as though they're gonna quickly wrap this up and not give these characters enough story to them, and they're just going to quickly get it out of the way and just end the series there. I don't even know how the ending of the tournament is going to be. What they're going to do with the Super Dragon Balls. If it's just going to be, they're going to wish everyone back. Like, everyone, I'm pretty sure everyone in the beginning of this arc, when they heard that the winner gets Super Dragon Balls, everyone's like, please just don't go the generic route of they just wish everybody back after they win. Like, but it's increasingly looking as though that's just probably going to be the ending, because there's just no time to build anything else. Everyone was thinking that someone was going to intervene in the tournament like halfway through, but 7 episodes, there's no time to do that. It's just going to be ridiculously quick, and just, it's going to be like, I don't actually want to make that comparison, and let me not make that comparison, but it's going to be quick and just, it's just going to be tossed in there, and then I'm worried. And that's not to say that the ending for Gohan in this episode was bad per se, because I don't think it was bad. I think, yeah, he did a good job the whole tournament, because I don't think many people were expecting Gohan to do much anyway, because of, you know, how he was in the beginning of, by the end of Z and in the beginning of Dragon Ball Super, and him not even being there in the Trunks arc, you know, and not being there in the Universe 6 vs 7 arc. No one really had big expectations for Gohan, but then they started to do the recruitment arc, and then they had the whole thing with Piccolo and about what he said in that episode. Then people started to get excited. But I do feel though he somewhat lived up to what he told Goku. And maybe they're going to spin it and say what he meant by attaining an ultimate form in a different way than Goku was like maybe him teaming up with other people was his own power. He didn't aim to be physically stronger than Goku, but he instead used his knowledge on teamwork in order to win. Because throughout this whole tournament, he was the one who's really just gathered together with different people and managed to overcome opponents because of his teamwork. So maybe that was what he was talking about, and that was what they planned all along. But knowing this series, when knowing Dragon Ball, how it's based upon power and, you know, transforming and getting stronger by oneself, I think they were leaning more towards Gohan actually becoming stronger, or as strong as Goku himself, but they just don't have enough time for it. And they said, you know, let's just cut it short here. We don't want any loose ends let's cut all the loose ends by the end of the series. They don't want anything hanging, because if they leave Gohan in this, people are going to expect him to do something. So at this point, they just needed him out. And they all have characters now in the tournament from Universe 7 who have been built up already and don't really need much more to them. I don't know about Goku, and I mean, Goku's got this Ultra Instinct, which he's probably going to go back to again, obviously, near the end of this arc. But I don't know about Vegeta. He's got this new form, but it doesn't look too different from anything he's done before. So I don't know where that's going to go. I think in the manga, we're going to see quite a different tournament of power than what we've seen in the anime. I know that a manga has different stuff that happen in the manga that's exclusive and it doesn't happen in the anime. But I think in this case, this is going to be the most severe change. Not severe in a bad way, but it's like a very vastly different turn of events than what's happening in the anime, because obviously the manga has more time. Toyotaro can just do as much as he wants to. It's continuing on. It's not going to stop, unlike the anime, which is ending in 7 episodes. And I think the way the different teams approach the tournament in order to fight, and some of the Gods of Destructions, their plans are going to be more, I guess, fleshed out. Each of them are going to be more fleshed out than an anime, because obviously that's not to say the anime is bad because of that, because obviously it's an anime. You don't want to like have so much information dumped on people. You want to still get to the more exciting parts for the people who are watching. So you have to kind of minimize some certain characters' plots, because they might take up too much of the main plot, and you don't want to do that because this is going to get too drawn out, right? But in a manga sense, you can kind of write more and add more exposition, basically. And so we might see what was somewhat what was planned for the tournament arc in the anime, but wasn't able to be realized because of the time constraints. So Jiren again, maybe they're gonna do that, just the generic thing where he's not a bad guy per se, but the big bad, the antagonist, I guess, to our heroes of Universe 7 is gonna have his speech just before he gets beaten, that speech, and he has his whole backstory that just comes out of nowhere, and maybe they're just gonna do that. But tell me what you think in the comment section below. I really want to know what you guys think. If you think if you ever thought this when you watched the episode, that maybe they've changed the story halfway through and because they're running out of time. And I would like to know. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.